I am Victor Daniels. In the news, a former electoral umpire owes Nigerians an explanation regarding the failure of the Commission's results viewing portal, IRF, and the bimodal registration system divers during the 2023 general elections. The political scientist spoke on Inside Sources with Laolu Okonde, aired on Channels Television on Friday. The former Vice-Chancellor of Bayero University, Kano, blamed the desperate politicians for allegedly infiltrating the two technological system introduced by INEC for the accreditation and the electronic commission of votes in the last election. At the February 2023 presidential and National Assembly polls, opposition parties complained bitterly that INEC officials at the polling units were unable to upload election results electronically to the IRF, as stipulated by Section 60 of the Electoral Act 2022. The parties kicked against the manual collation of results and announcement of winners in polls. The electoral body acknowledged that certain glitches made real-time transmission of results impossible and promised to fix the situation, but opposition parties approached the court and challenged the victory of Bola Tinubu of All Progressive Congress (APC), who was declared winner of the presidential election. Tinubu later won the tribunal and the Supreme Court, and Jagas said that though INEC meant well, some politicians circumvented the whole IRF and BIVA system. The Supreme Court has upheld a 5-year sentence of a former House of Representative member, Farouk Lawan, for receiving a bribe of $500,000 from businessman Femi Otedola. These appeals sought to set aside the February 24, 2022 judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which sentenced him to a 5-year jail term and discharged him on 2 out of 3 counts on the corruption charge brought against him by the federal government. In the lead judgment prepared by Justice John Okoro but read by Justice Tijani Abubakar, the Apex Court held that Lawan's appeal was without merit and dismissed it. A 5-member panel unanimously affirmed the 2022 judgment of the Court of Appeal, which upheld Lawan's sentencing to 5 years in respect of only count 3. On the 3-count charge on which he was tried at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory. Lawan was convicted and sentenced to prison in 2021 for accepting a $500,000 bribe from businessman Femi Otedola, chairman Zenon Petroleum and Gas Limited.
It's been a long journey from FCT High Court. They went to Court of Appeal, and the Court of Appeal affirmed the sentence of the FCT High Court on the 3rd count that he should serve a 5-year term, and that was why he came to Supreme Court. And today the Supreme Court has affirmed the judgment of Court of Appeal that the 3rd count stands and is convicted on the 3rd count, and he should serve the 5-year term. So there were 3 issues, and the 3 issues were resolved in the favor of the respondent, who is the federal government.
And meanwhile, the Center for Anti-Corruption and Open Leadership, CACOL, has hailed the Supreme Court judgment affirming the jail term of ex-lawyer Farouk Lawan in a statement signed by the Director of Administration and Program, Tola Oresonwo, on behalf of the organization's chairman, Debo Adeniro. He noted that the Supreme Court on Friday upheld the judgment that convicted and sentenced the former chairman of the then House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Fuel Subsidy Probe to 5 years in prison for bribery. CACO noted that the Apex Court, in an unanimous decision by a 5-member panel, dismissed as lacking in merit and appealed the former lawmaker, who has been in prison custody since 2021, filed to challenge his conviction. The anti-corruption group said the trial justice Angela Otaluka found the four-term lawmaker guilty of demanding an aggregate sum of $3 million from chairman of Zenon Petroleum and Gas Limited, Chief Femi Otedola, who gave his company a clean bill of health in the fuel subsidy probe the House of Representatives initiated on 2012. And the Rivers State House of Assembly has voted to override the Governor Simeon Fubara and pass 4 new bills into law. This happened during plenary on Friday, which is today, at the House of Assembly quarters after the Speaker of the House, Martin Amewule, read 4 letters addressed to him by the Governor, wherein he declined his assent to the 4 new bills which had been sent to him for assent. The House, relying on a Section 100 subsection 5, said that the assent of the Governor is not required for the passage into law of the said bills. The section stated that where the Governor withhold assent and the bills is gained passed by 2/3 majority, the bill shall become a law and the assent of the Governor shall not be required. And here in Lagos, the state government on Friday began electronic registration of lands in the state, which, with the launching of a land administration portal, EGIS, the portal legislates.gov.ng eliminates all forms of manual registration, reduces physical presence of applicants at Lands Bureau offices, allows residents of the Lagos to register their lands from the comfort of their homes and pay all necessary fees online, obtain their title document and apply for a certificate of occupancy, the CFO, amongst other registration. At the luncheon ceremony at the Land Bureau office, Alausa, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commended the team of the Land Bureau and Physical Planning for developing the portal. He said the digital registration was part of plans to make Lagos a 21st century, and adding it would ease business operation in the state as Lagosians would no longer need to come to the Ministry of Land to process their land documents. The special advisor to the Governor on GIS and urban development, Olajide Babatunde, also said the portal would be used to manage and monitor lands in the state.
It also sits into what we continue to project in our team's agenda, Teams Plus agenda. You know, the aim there, which is that we said we want to make Lagos a truly 21st century. It is therefore critical to highlight that innovative automated process has transited land transactions in the metropolis and manual paper form into a digital format, integrating them into our registry workflow. And as a result, transactions turnaround time will be significantly reduced. It will lead to savings of resources, it will reduce costs, and it will eliminate information silos, meaning that it's not a case of where is the file. People are hiding files or people are missing files. Everything will be digitally available.
Digitization of special data, the computerization of our land cadastre, and the automation of our work and business processes to improve efficiency, not only for Lands Bureau, because our enterprise solution cuts across the MDAs. This achievement under the Teams Plus agenda of the Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu-led administration and the continuing collaborative work that will be taking place subsequently will bring about dramatic improvement in the delivery of planning, survey, land and development control services to the public and businesses in Lagos State.